Effects of polygamy. In a small village nestled in the rolling hills of rural Africa, there lived a man named Pual Christian. Pual was a kind and hardworking man, but he was also desperately poor. He struggled to make ends meet, and his poverty had become a source of shame for him. In an effort to alleviate his poverty, Pual made a difficult decision. He took a second wife, Akua. Akua was a beautiful and strong willed woman who had been widowed at a young age. She had two young children, and Pual hoped that by marrying her, he could provide for her and her children, as well as his own first wife, Amma. At first, the arrangement seemed to work. Pual's two wives, Amma and Akua, got along well, and the household was filled with laughter and children. However, as time went on, tensions began to rise. Amma, who had been Pual's first wife, began to feel jealous and resentful. Have Akua, who seemed to be getting more attention from me. One day, Aqua met a man named Stephen Christian, who was Pual's brother. Stephen was a wealthy and charming man, and Aqua found herself drawn to him. Despite the fact that she was married to Pual, Aqua began a secret affair with Stephen. As the affair continued, Aqua became increasingly distant from Pual and Amma. Pual, who had once been so in love with Aqua, began to feel hurt and betrayed. Amma, who had always been suspicious of Aqua, felt vindicated. But then, something unexpected happened. Pual's fortunes began to change. He landed a good job, and soon he was earning a steady income. He was able to provide for his family, and his poverty, which had once been such a source of shame, began to fade away. As Pual's wealth grew, so did his confidence. He realized that he had been foolish to take a second wife, and that he had hurt Amma, the woman he truly loved. He also realized that Akua had been unfaithful to him, and that she had betrayed his trust. Pual was torn. On the one hand, he wanted to forgive Aqua and move forward. On the other hand, he felt angry and hurt, and he didn't know if he could ever trust Aqua again. In the end, Pual decided to seek the advice of the village elder. The elder, who was wise and compassionate, listened to Pual's story and then offered his guidance. "Pual, my son," the elder said, "you have been through a difficult time, but you have also been given a second chance. You must decide whether to forgive Aqua and move forward, or to divorce her and start anew." Pual thought deeply about the elder's words. He realized that he still loved Aqua despite her infidelity. He also realized that he wanted to forgive her and to move forward. With the elder's guidance, Pual and Aqua underwent a village ritual, seeking forgiveness and cleansing for their past mistakes. The ritual was powerful, and it brought healing and restoration to Pual and Aqua's relationship. In the end, Pual and Aqua emerged stronger and more in love than ever before. They had faced their challenges head-on, and they had come out victorious. As for Stephen, Pual's brother, he was forgiven by Pual, but he was also warned to stay away from Aqua. Stephen, who had always been charming but untrustworthy, slunk away, his tail between his legs. And so, Pual and Aqua lived happily ever after, their love stronger and more resilient than ever before.